what's up, boys? It is Keith Stone. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Keith. You can call me Keith Stone. Dropping daily videos 7 days a week up in here, boys. So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe. If you are a books user, you should be on my VIP. In fact, it literally pays for itself. This is 3 straight days of hitting a nice 2.5+ unit play. And I believe overall, the last ones that I've given out either on Winnable for free or some of them were VIPs, but plays that look just like this, I believe this is 6 out of 7 days now. So we're absolutely freaking cooking on the books. Now, the DFS did not go great tonight, with all transparency. And I was reviewing some numbers. And in the month of February, I'm literally hitting player props at a 64% rate after tonight because wasn't the greatest tonight. I'll show you one other slip. So, I got to do what's best for me and, my VIPs, of course, too. But what I think I'm honestly going to do is literally just start straight betting on all the player props that I really like because during this run, I would be doing fantastic if I was just doing that. I do love the DFS. When I used to travel all over the country, that's kind of why I got into it. They're very convenient. A lot of my partnerships are with the DFS apps, so there's a lot of reasons for me to like the VIP or the DFS apps. So, with that said, I'm pretty much here full time now until the summer starts. I'll start traveling across the country again, hitting up ballparks. Already got a little bit of a trip planned up north, so that'll be fun. I'll definitely let you guys know. And if you're in any of those cities and like baseball games, then you can definitely hit me up. I will treat you to a beer or something at the game. Maybe a hot dog too. Yeah, but anyways, that's what I'm going to start doing. And then I'm still going to build some slips out, but it's kind of going to be like a free for all. Probably drop like 12 props I like in a day. And I don't know if I'll restructure the VIP completely, but any slips I start to do, other than like maybe a lock on here, I'm pretty much just going to go low wager to kind of track some plays. And then I'm just going to put all the actual money that I throw down on the straight player props. So individually. And we'll see how that goes because, like I said, 64%, I feel like I should be winning more money than I have been. I keep finding a way to do this exactly right here. Like I said, Bradley, Bill voided, guys. Lopez got it done. This was a great read. Very unfortunate. I feel like Bill would have had another good game. He'd hit 5 straight games over this line. And then this play right here, guys, this is why the DFS has been just a tough stretch. These 2 out of 3s, the math says you got to go 3 for 6x. This was a boost play, so really it was like it was a 5x play on DK6, but we had I think it was like a 33% boost on it. So really it was going to pay out a lot more than that. And to see Franz Wagner beat me in it with a meaningless bucket when his team really needed threes, they needed like 3 threes in the final 10 seconds. To see him just go, get a layup for free that the Warriors are like, yeah, go ahead and you can have that. And beat us right just like that with 9 seconds left in the game. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. That's 2 days in a row that this has happened on DK6. So that's all I got for you guys on the recap. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit sub. And if you got a little extra time, I wanted to ask your guys' help to hit that like button and drop some comments too. I do have 3 winners that I picked out on the side already, guys. I ran the contest. And I said I was going to give out 1, but I decided, I like the activity, like the positive vibes, and to kind of celebrate the book streak that I'm on, I'm just going to give you guys 3 of them. Let me actually show you guys those first before we get into this play today that I have on better. Like I said, I did a random drawing. This is going to be a shorter video because I don't know if you guys can kind of hear it, but I just really don't feel good today. Something's up with me. My stomach doesn't feel good, but I haven't called in sick to work in 14 years, guys, since I was, in my mid 20s, for Christ's sakes. So I'm not taking a day off today just because I don't feel very good. I'm getting my free video out for you guys, try to help you win some money. And I hope you all appreciate it and hit that like button for me. We are 6-2 overall in the last 8 player props, so it could be worse. But these are those 3 winners. So if your name is on that screen, there's a number down below. It's a 731 area code number. Just shoot me a text on that. Tell me which person this is, and I will set you up with a VIP week pass for absolutely free. So once again, if you're one of these 3 people right here, Scott, El Brujo, or April King, you won the week pass. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you guys on there. So guys, definitely also sign up for the Winnable free plan. It's absolutely free to sign up. takes less than a minute of your life. There's a lot of advantages to being on Winnable. It's a great, it's a great place to be if you're a sports bettor. So also, I'm gonna probably promote better and chalkboard a little bit more going forward here. I just think like the math really makes sense with these better plays. Now, I've told you guys multiple times, I cannot do it in the peer-to-peer state. I think Alabama's probably the same way. They're a peer-to-peer state as well, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I have to do these all in essentially because I'm playing against other players. I'm not playing against the house technically. So, but if I were you guys, I would 100% flex these 5 pick entries that I give you guys. 10x and 2.5x return if you miss one is really good. If you sign up with promo code Keith, link below, you're going to get a LeBron free pick to tack on any play you want. It's just a free square, bumps up your multiplier. So if you have like 4 picks you really like, that's 10x on better, really good. You add that LeBron pick, it turns it into 20x, which would be the smart thing to do. You don't need to flex that one at that point. Just go for the 4. This is where it's legal. And boys and girls, this is the coolest new user sign up in the game right here. $250 risk-free bet, meaning, hey, look, if you got the cash and you say, hey, I actually really like this play, or you think you can do better, just go set your own play, whatever you want to do. I'm going to give you a slip that I really like. And I think these lines are going to move too. But if you put $250 down on this, it's literally like the greatest opportunity ever. And let me show you why. So if you hit 5 out of 5 on your slip, whether it's mine or the one you build on a $250 bet, if you go dynamic, if you flex it, that's what they call their flex plays over there. It's going to pay you $2,750. That's 10x plus the 250 that better is going to give you. Like your first bet, win or lose, they give you 250. Okay. So 2750 if you go 5 of 5. If you go 4 of 5, it still pays 625. That's a 2.5x return. So you get the plus the 250. So really, that'd be almost $1,000. It'd be 875. So yeah, so this would be 250. 2.5 units would be 500 plus 125 plus the 250. So yeah, it would actually be 875, which is freaking awesome. And then if you fail and you go 3 of 5 or less, you still get your $250 back, guys. It's literally a no-brainer. Anyways, that's a fantastic offer. Let's get into the pick. So I'm like I said, I'm not gonna break these down as much in detail as I normally do. I'm trying to just honestly edit this and go to bed. But we're gonna start with Aaron Wiggins. A lot of these guys are just staying in the flames. Okay. You can see the over 13.5 here is juiced at -120. So they think it's pretty likely more than the under. I guess it's a pick 'em technically. Overall, Atlanta, we know they don't have a great defense. They play at a high pace. And against the shooting guard, it's about the same. And I just like what Wiggins has been doing this month. Really, the last 10, he got a 70% hit rate. He's been shooting the ball a lot. You can see the field goals. He's taken a lot of shots here. And then I don't remember if he went over in the head to head. So he did not, but this was like a long time ago. His role has increased quite a bit since then. So I wouldn't put a ton of stock into that. I just really like what he's been doing last 10, really, to be honest with you. We're getting a 70% hit rate here. And I think this is just a pretty good matchup for him. So that's going to be free pick number 1. Aaron Wiggins of the Thunder playing at Atlanta. We're going to take him over 13.5 points. And then pick number 2, same game, teammate. We're going to take Chet Holmgren, the other center, the one that's playing over there with the Twin Towers, I call him, with Isaiah Hartenstein. His minutes have been coming up a little bit. This is a good spot for him. Same thing. It's the same team. You know, they give up decent amount of points to the center position. I did consider going as rebounds, but as a combo stat, but I kind of like this 16.5. So you can see 3 games in a row since he's come. This is like basically when he came back from injury was right here, this game. So lower minutes, and now he's playing full minutes again. And you can see his head-to-head, this was earlier. This was 10-27 of last year, so it was like one of the first games of the season. And Oklahoma City routed them, and he scored 25 in that game. Now, granted, Hartenstein was not playing in that game, so once again, this is a long time ago. I wouldn't put a ton of stock into that. It's almost like a game last year, to be honest with you. So really, to me, it's just this, and you can see the corresponding minutes been pretty steady right here these last 4 games. And if you look at the field goals, yeah, pretty efficient. So Hopefully, he can find his way to 17. I do think this is a pretty good spot to back Chet. So that's going to be our second pick, 16.5 points on the over. And then we're actually going to take Trey Young in that same game under. Now uh this probably might be a little sweaty. It is in Atlanta. I do think Oklahoma City probably should win this game pretty comfortably. I don't think they'll mess around like they did in Brooklyn the other night. But you can see right off the bat, some books have this at 28.5. We're getting a really good line over here at better for the under 29.5 points plus rebound, negative 120. So right in that same range. And you can see Trey actually been playing pretty well lately, but the last two games, I mean, these are matchup plays. You know, you got the Knicks, they struggle with point guards. That's a pretty nice game against Orlando. Detroit, we know they struggle with guards. Washington, San Antonio, Detroit again, and then Indy. So, like, those are games he should be playing well. Miami does a pretty good job against point guards. These are the last two against them. But if you look at the under over here, no one, you could just go the under points too. I don't mind that, but he's not a great rebounder. They do give up a lot of rebounds as a team. So you could fade that part if you want and just go the straight points. But I kind of like the points, the rebounds. So it's basically like a 3 or 4 boost. So I don't know. I don't think he probably has too many boards. He usually rarely does, but they're also giving up the fewest amount of points in the league to the point guard position. Very tough matchup. I think he's going to have to be a facilitator in this matchup. If we look at the head to heads, yeah. So, like I said, actually, you know what? Yeah. So this is the only one. Once again, long time ago, almost like last year, basically. He had 24 and 1 rebound. So wouldn't put a ton of weight into this. Atlanta still is technically alive. You know, I think they're in the play-in tournament right now, possibly. I should have looked at the standings. So, you know, I'm sure they'll be playing hard, but I think this is just a tough spot. And I think he's going to have to try to get his teammates involved for some spot up stuff. So we're going to take Trey Young under 29.5 points plus rebounds. The next pick, we're taking a guy that just, I'm going to show you right now. We're not even going to talk about this that much. Guy, Donovan Mitchell. You can see right off the bat, last 20, not a great hit rate. This is the over 35.5 PRA. Okay. Negative 120, though, on the books. Last 10, even worse, 30%. Last 5, even worse, 20%. Jeez, man. Darius Garland should be back for this one. The Celtics are also expecting Drew Holiday back potentially. So we'll see what happens with those 2 point guards. And right off the bat, guys, look at this. It don't look great over here either. Look, Boston, great defense against shooting guard. They're not giving up points. They're not giving up rebounds. They're not giving up anything. So Keith, why are you taking this? Well, it's pretty simple, guys. Look at the head to head. This guy owns the Celtics. He loves to play against the Celtics, and they literally have no answer for him. They never have. This is every single game you're looking at here is 40 plus PRAs. Every single one in his last 10 games against or I guess this would be 8 games against the Celtics. That's why I'm taking Donovan Mitchell. It's a knowledge play. This is not a data play like I like to give you guys a lot of the time. So we're taking Mitchell over 35.5 points. The only way I see this not happening is if Boston is up 30 at halftime, which you never know at home, but against the Cavs, I doubt it. So it should be a good game. Looking forward to watching that one actually. And then the last play, I still like this even if Drew Holiday comes back. I don't know how many minutes he'd play. And, you know, sometimes you just got to stay with guys that are playing well right now. Derek White has a lot of confidence coming into this game rolling. You can see last 10 looking pretty solid. He's taken well, we know he's plays a lot of minutes, but I like the field goal attempts, hyper efficient. He's going to have a few trips to the line. Middle of the pack, points allowed here from the Cavaliers to the position. But, you know, I just like what he's doing his last 5 games. Like I said, Drew Holiday is out, but I like the chances here for White to stay in the Flames here. You can see this was a 7 game series, I think, between them last year. I think. Let me see these dates. 9, no, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think they. Oh yeah, they did actually play. Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't a 7 game series though. It looks like it was did the Celtics sweep them? I guess they did. Or maybe no, 5. Yeah, it was a 5 game series. Okay. So realistically, these are the 2 games from this season. This one was technically from, yeah, that was the game 5 of the playoffs. So in both the games this year, Derek White has comfortably gone over this line. So yeah, I think it's a good spot to back him. This is the head to head. So that's going to be your slip. If you already are on better and you can't take advantage of that $250 sign up offer, no risk bet, what I like to do on these player prop DFS slips is I usually never go more. When it's 3 picks or more, I hardly ever go more than a quarter unit, which is a $25 play for me. Um, these guys are just hard to trust, man. They really are. So I don't like throwing. I like betting on it. I like looking at the slips and stuff. And we just hit a 5 for 5 2 days ago on this on the VIP. I showed you guys that slip, and then the last one went 3 of 5. So it's very possible. Hopefully, I just smashed 5 winners into a slip. But if you say you throw 25 on this and you flex it, it'll pay 250, which is still really freaking good. And then say you go 4 out of 5, well, this 25 would turn into 62.50, so 2.5 units back. So very solid. I love Better's payout system with the flex. I think it's the best in the industry when you're doing 5 picks. That's actually all I got for you. Let's freaking cash this slip. And I'm going to drop, as you can see down there on the ticker, I'm going to drop a bonus play tomorrow on the winnable free plan. If I can find a nice solid parlay, I should be able to. I just need to wait. I don't like doing, especially with the NBA, I do not like doing parlays too early. Definitely not the night before. I have to wait. I have to see. We have last minute scratches all the freaking time. You just never know. I like to wait until I really have a feel for, like, hey, who's playing? Even if I get a little bit less of a payout. Like today, for example, we had the Mavericks, and then I found out PJ Washington wasn't playing. I was like, damn, they have like nobody that can play defense right now down low. Like the Hornets have gotten beaten by 40 points in back-to-back games. And then, yeah, that game was kind of sweaty, man. I ain't gonna lie. So you just really never know. So that's all I got for you guys. Let's cash these slips. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace.